What's up, what it do, YouTube? It's the boy Jameson, and I'm back with another video, and we're gonna be reacting to Young Don, the Sauce God. I got fat. Let's see what he's talking about.
Have you ever been fat?
Yeah, I have my fair share of gaining weight, and it's not the best.
Yup. I just got out of my first ever Fat Boy season. Sheesh, man. My ass was thick. I should have started an OnlyFans. Pushing Pete. Only Pete I was pushing was this pizza down my throat, nigga. Like my name was Brittany, or you like I understand fat people now. You know, like I get it. I get the appeal. Cause I used to think that fat people were fat because they were lazy. But
yeah, me too.
I realized that fat people just like to eat more than they like the idea of being sexy.
And I've been through that before.
I know this cause
Yeah, and you know, me personally, I had experiences like that too, where, you know, before I would just eat junk food a lot because I wouldn't eat because I was hungry. I would just eat because, you know, I would be bored. So there'll be times where, for example, I'll order like a pizza, and then after I eat that pizza, I'll get like some chips, and then like make a burger or something. You know, I used to eat those kind of foods because, you know, I was just bored. So like if I was in the house not doing nothing, you know, I would just eat, you know, just junk food because I was just bored because I didn't have anything to do around the house. But I realized, you know, it's like when you eat that stuff, you just feel like crap afterwards because that stuff is not good for you. Then when you keep eating it, it, you know, makes you feel depressed, and it makes you feel lazy because like when you eat too much of it, you get fat. You don't want to do nothing. So like me personally, you know, I've experienced that where I would just eat just to eat. And that's how, you know, like I started gaining weight. And that's why I try, you know, to eat healthier.
I was there, nigga, looking in the mirror at my muffin top, asking myself, how far can I let this go before I have to give up pizza and red wine as my go-to midnight snack? But hey,
Yeah, and that was just like me too, cause like every time before I would go to bed, this was like a while back, you know, from the start of last year in 2021 to Christmas when my grandma was out here. Every time before I would go to bed, I would always just get like a bowl of vanilla ice cream every time I would go to bed as like my midnight snack. And you know, and that was slowly, you know, catching up with me. That's why I kind of stopped eating ice cream late at night like that because, you know, I wasn't doing anything after except for sleep. And I guess every time in the morning I would see like, you know, like the weight gain coming from, you know, those chips, that ice cream, those pizzas that I would eat, you know, late at night. So every time when I would wake up, I would kind of see, you know, like the weight slowly coming towards me.
listen to this real quick. Today's video is sponsored by Monster Legends, a free-to-play
All right, come on, man. Let's get to the point.
Android and iOS. Oh God, this level of process 50. Click the link right now. There isn't a moment to waste. Like I really was enjoying it, bro. I really was enjoying eating 4,000 calories a day.
I was
so
too.
much to the point where I was looking at old pictures of myself, like, bro, you're married now. Your wife is pregnant. Relax. Embrace the dad body, bro. And I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Bastards. Y'all are horrible, bro. For real. Tell me how I post these pictures at me and my wife's baby shower.
Oh yeah, I see it.
In the comments. What? Why? Heartless. Crazy. I should have known I was getting fat too. The signs were there. I just didn't recognize them. That's the thing with getting fat for the first time.
Yeah, bro. You know, that's the thing. When you start gaining weight, it's like you don't pay attention because you don't have, you know, anybody telling you. Like for example, me, when I got fired from Walmart, I didn't, you know, I wasn't doing anything throughout those times I got fired from Walmart. So when I wasn't doing nothing, you know, I would just, you know, chill out the crib and just eat nothing but junk food. Wherever it's, you know, chips, drink juice, eat those fruit snacks, you know, cookies, Doritos, pizzas, cheeseburgers, fries. You know, I was eating that stuff on a daily basis when I wasn't working at Walmart because, you know, number one, I was unmotivated because I lost my first ever job I ever had. So when I wasn't doing anything, I was kind of in a depressed stage. So I was just eating just to eat. And I just felt like shit because like damn, out of all this junk food I'm over here eating, and my grandma texted me. Out of all this junk food I was eating, I could have, used that time to go find another job or work out or something. So it's like I should have known that I was getting fat, but I didn't want to, pay attention to myself. And so what made me realize that I was finally getting fatter was when I was helping a family friend move, and he told me like, "Yo, Jameson, like, you getting a little bigger, like, you got a little chunkier." Then at first I was like, "Nah, there's no way, you just playing." He's like, "Nah, you kind of gained some weight, man, because like a year or two ago you used to be thin." And so at first I didn't take it seriously, but when I looked in the mirror, and then when I started reminiscing about how I used to look, I was like, yeah, he's right, because I saw that my arms were getting bigger, and I was, kind of getting a gut. So when I saw that, I was like, oh shoot, I need to start watching what I eat, and I need to start working out. And that's where it comes in. I think when I was working at Walmart, I was able to get away with eating junk food like that because I would eat that junk food, but I used to push carts. So like every time when I was pushing carts for like 8 hours of the day, I was able to burn those calories off. But when I was fired, and then when I was eating all that food, I wasn't doing nothing. So all that fat, those carbs, and all that shit just came back up with me. So when I saw that and saw like old pictures of myself and started reminiscing, I was like, damn, he's right. I am getting fatter. And so I kind of felt insecure about myself because I'm like, when I was growing up, I was always a slim kid. I was always slim. And so when I saw that I was getting fat, I was like, I need to stop. I need to cut off on eating Wingstop. I need to stop eating so much carbs. I need to stop eating so much junk. I need to stop eating ice cream, at night every day. And I did that. And that's why, I really don't eat out like that because, when you eat out like Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wingstop or, Cane's, when you eat that all the time, you're just going to get addicted to it. You're just going to keep eating that junk food because, it's good. And so now with me being older and me kind of, feeling better about myself because I got a new job now and I just got accepted into CSUN, that made me realize that I need to start taking better care of my body because when you start taking care of yourself, you start feeling better. And so now I try to eat, foods that aren't so heavy on fat or carbs. I try to eat foods that have a lot of protein in them. And, I work out from time to time. So if I'm not working, for example, if I don't work, I'm off Sundays and Mondays. So those days I will work out, just, burn some calories off and just to feel better about myself. So, but I could relate to what he's saying because I was experiencing, gaining weight. And when you look at it, it's like, you just become sad. Like, how did I let myself get to this point? And I'm not fat shaming people when I say this, but me personally, I can't let myself go and get so big because I'm not going to be happy with that. And like what I just said, I'm not, fat shaming nobody, but me personally, I can't go around looking like that because I'm not going to be happy with myself. So like for now, from here on out, I start watching what I eat, and every chance that I get, I'm going to work out for like 45 minutes to an hour.
It sneaks up on like a young African American. I rationalize everything. Like my
yeah, I was reminiscing.
Like my clothes started getting too tight, right? Like even my underwear, like that.
Yeah, I couldn't fit my clothes no more either. That's why I had to go up in sizes in shirts and pants because I couldn't fit mediums no more, and I could barely fit larges.
Left them in the dryer too long. Women, am I right?
Nah, bro, you was getting fat, bro.
Then one day I got on the scale and it said I was 235 pounds. Bro.
Shoot, the last time I got on the scale, the last time I did my doctor's appointment, the last time I got my physical, it said I was 180. And so, yeah. And so, but, I thought, and like, obviously, also I was getting fat too. But, then I was getting fat too. And then Also, I heard that, I was getting bulkier because around the time I was fired, when I realized I was gaining weight, I started working out. So, I guess, muscles started I guess, like my muscles started catching up with me because I was always doing heavy lifting and things like that.
The heaviest I've ever been. For context, I'm 6'5". Still, in this picture right here, I was probably about 215, 217. So that's at least a 15-pound difference, which don't sound like a lot until you get 15 pounds of ribeye steak in front of you. Look at that. Jesus.
Yeah, I was eating all that shit too.
Basically got what I did to my body with food. And you want to know what?
Yeah, that stuff messed me up bad.
I must have got stronger. Making gains in the gym. Meanwhile, I have not worked out consistently in months, bro. But these are the things you tell yourself before you're ready to accept that you're getting fat. But here's my favorite act of denial out of all.
Yeah, I was kind of in denial that I was gaining weight until I had to look at myself in the mirror and I had someone, tell me, even though when that person told me that I was getting fat, I was still in denial. But when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was able to take it seriously. Like, damn, I am getting fatter. I'm getting fatter, and I was working out a lot. So it's just like, yeah, I was kind of, I was getting bigger than what I was back, 2 years ago. Crazy.
So when you start to gain weight, your face changes. It's crazy, bro. Like, you start to look like a whole different person. And I was noticing, like, on my camera, like my reaction videos, my podcast, I see my face a lot, and it was just looking softer and rounder. And I just chalked it up to getting older. I was like, yep, this is what happens when you start to get older, bro. I'm 27, which to some of you might sound old because you're used to 16-year-old millionaire TikTokers. Like, how old is 20-year-old? Bro, it makes more money as a 12-year-old than I will ever make. What? So I get it. 27 is a new 53. In reality, 27 is nothing, right? Youngest. The fact that before I chalked up my face changing to
I'm 24. And I kind of feel like I'm old because, I have this friend that I play PlayStation with. And, there were times where he would call me old head. And I would get mad about that. I'm like, bro, I'm only 5 years older than you. Like, how am I old head? But then, I realized that I'm like, I can understand why. Because, I was born in 97. This kid was born in 2002. So I'm 5 years older than him. So I could see where, kids like his age or younger could, view me as an old head because, like, I'm 5-6 years older than, people he graduated with in high school. So I could see that, so when I say that I'm 24, when I'm around, like, a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-olds, I'll be like, yeah, I may look young, but I'm old, man. So, I kind of embrace it. I kind of embrace, when people be like, oh, you an old head, like, you're getting old. I kind of embrace it more than what I used to back then because just like, hey, people gonna have different opinions. You're just gonna have to embrace it and be like, oh, well, it is what it is.
Gaining weight, I just blamed it on getting older is crazy. Like, look at David Goggins. He is 47. You could slice cheese with this man's jawline, and he used to be fat. It ain't got nothing to do with age.
It doesn't.
You're just fat. You're fat. I was getting fat. I was a fat boy. I was happy though. I was a happy fat little fat fuck. But I was also delusional. Like,
yeah, me too.
I get all of it. I get body positivity. Like, when you see a fat person on the internet talking about body positivity, fat acceptance, being happy, being content with being fat, they mean it. That is their truth.
That can't be me.
They're just wrong. It's la la land. Being fat sucks, bro. That's the truth. And y'all did fat shame the fuck out of me. But guess what? It worked.
Yeah, when I saw that I was getting fat, I was kind of depressed.
My fitness pal, bro. You know it's serious when I'm weighing my bananas for my sugar-free yogurt. What? Don't. I appreciate it though. No cap. Yuck. I can't believe I just said no cap. Oh, shoot me, please. But
Yeah, please don't say that again, bro.
because I went from this to this. Yeah, that's what I look like right now. Caloric deficit. I haven't even had as much as a single French fry since the day I went on my diet. I work out 2 to 3 times a day, feeling better than I've ever been in a long time. And I can't stop here. I'm shredded. 10% body fat. That's where I'm trying to go. I'm trying to get death face, nigga. I'm trying to look like I just got out of chemotherapy, nigga. Follow me on my Instagram to track my weight loss journey. Actually, no, if you're gonna do anything, click the link for my sponsor. Bro, please, I'm about to have a kid, and you ain't buying nothing for the baby shower. I thought you rocked with me. This is how I get paid. Click the link, bro, and download the game.
Well, I think that's it for the video, but, you know, my whole take on it is, you know, if you're really serious about your body, and if you don't want to, you know, like, get fat, or if you're fat on the verge of losing weight, try to watch what you eat. You know, try to work out consistently. You know, just don't sit around and be lazy, because I guarantee you, from personal experience, you know, being like, you know, and obviously I wasn't, you know, bloated, but when I saw I was getting the gut, I was like, yeah, I can't walk around looking like this. I can't just let myself go, because if I let myself go, me being 24, looking sloppy as hell with a beer belly, I'm going to be depressed, because I'm still young, and there's no reason for me to, you know, be out of breath, be tired, and I could barely walk because my knees can't handle my weight. You know, when I saw that I was getting fat, I was realizing, you know, the bad in it, because, you know, I like being able to be active. You know, I like having high energy, and it's just like, when I was gaining weight, I noticed that I was losing breath quickly. I guess you could say I was getting tired fast. You know, my knees were kind of giving up on me. And so when I took all that seriously, I kind of realized that, you know, I need to take better care of my body and start watching what I eat from now on. So I guess now you could say I eat like an old head, because I eat things like, you know, bananas. You know, I don't eat fatty foods. I eat those Greek yogurts. I try to drink, you know, sugar-free drinks. So I guess, you know, I eat like grilled chicken salads. You know, so I guess you could say I could eat like an old head, but I'd rather eat like an old head than, you know, just always eating out McDonald's and Wendy's and everything like that, because that stuff is depressing food. Like, you're just gonna feel depressed eating like that. But, you know, always be consistent. You know, always try to work out. Always try to eat foods that are less fat, less in carbs, and like high on protein. And if, you know, you do eat foods with fat, make sure, you know, like, you try to burn those calories. And so that's what I do. So like, every time if I eat, you know, food that is like high on calories, I want to make sure that I'm doing something to burn it. So that's just like, you know, my advice to give people, because, you know, I don't want to walk around looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy. And, you know, I understand body positivity. I understand that, but it's like, I can't walk around being big like that, because I'm not going to be happy with myself. You know. But you know, that's my little rant on it. But if you guys like the video, make sure, you know, like and subscribe. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, recommend me some videos y'all want me to react to and things like that. And I'll see y'all in the next one.